welcome here with the Darkened Paradox, and today we're doing another Minecraft Let's Play. This one's going to be a tad different. Usually about this time of day we're doing Swapper, Trove, or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and apologize right now at the beginning of my voice. It's probably going to sound very rough and probably a little scratchy, so I apologize. To be honest, I'm not really quite sure what's wrong with me. I think my throat's just been irritated because of certain conditions I've been around the last day or two. But other than that, I promise you guys I am fine. Hopefully this doesn't bother you too much, and hopefully it doesn't drive you away. Now, what we're going to be doing for today, okay, not for the complete day, we're going to be doing multiple streams as usual. However, I wanted to start this day off by doing something different because I've actually been thinking about doing this proper map. Granted, it's not really going to be useful until we actually get a tree farm set up, but I would like to try to make a vein miner command. I am going to be using pointers from another YouTuber. Let me go ahead and give you his name. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, so there's a YouTuber called Squidgy Face Plays. He gave me this idea actually a couple months ago when I saw it, but I never actually went through and actually tried it. The reason why I'm not sure if this is going to even work is because for whatever reason, commands on PS4, not all of them actually even work, unfortunately. There's a lot of commands and stuff that require like hang on, no, I didn't mean to do that. That kind of require like these symbols here, and when you enter these symbols here on PlayStation, for some reason it doesn't work. It acts like the command's not valid and it will no longer work, and it says these are not supposed to be. So there's a lot of commands we can't do because they require those, and for a reason those won't work on my PlayStation. But anyways, let's kind of get started. So basically, okay, so I didn't even know this was a thing, honestly. So I wanna test this and make sure this is actually a thing. So supposedly, let's see. So you're gonna do an execute command. Now we're gonna start off with trying to see if we can do a tree. So what you're actually doing is you're actually executing it at the item. The reason you're doing this is because the item's going to be the first thing that drops out of the first block you break. And this is what's going to create a chain event that will then continue going. And hopefully, with fingers crossed, it's going to continue the command the proper way. Now the thing is hang on 1 second. Let's see, what is this considered as? Give stuff. The only thing is it just basic log? Yes, it's basic log. The only thing about this is the fact that you're gonna have to create these little segments for any type of block you want. So if you're planning to do it for blocks other than like ores and trees, it's gonna slowly pile up. But it's not that big of a deal, because typically if you're adding in commands into your own world, typically you're adding other things. Like for example, I might want to add vein miner, tree decapitator, custom crafting recipes, and I don't know, maybe a randomizer for a generator. I don't know. Maybe I'm making my own adventure map or something like that. But basically what you're going to do, we're going to do this, that way we can kind of see it. Let's move this down here so you can see what I'm typing. So then you're going to want to do, okay, now granted I am typing this, however I have not tested this, okay? This is going to be a live test to see if this works on PlayStation. It should work on Bedrock, no matter. But if this works, then I'll kind of walk you through what it's doing, how this works. That way, if you want to modify it some, you are perfectly able to. So then, So you're going to do log, then -1. Fill. Boom. 1 tilde 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 1 tilde. Right, hang on, where am I? Okay, I'm at. Wait. No, I didn't do -1. Okay, so boom. And tilde tilde. Then you're gonna do air 0 destroy. Now, I actually didn't know this destroy thing was actually a thing. I'm not gonna lie. I want to just kind of test this real quick because I've actually never done this. I didn't know destroy was a possible command. Not gonna lie to you guys. So I want to see if it's truly gonna work. So air. Wait. Hang on a minute. Okay, this is kind of this is kind of touchy because I feel like we should be doing replace, but let's find out what happens. So if we do this, holy cow, it does actually work. I honestly did not know this, but apparently there's actually, just by adding destroy, it will actually drop the blocks. That is pretty awesome. So here's my question. Can you pick exactly what you want it to do? So do like air 0, replace, grass, destroy. Can you do that? Nope, you cannot. That's a shame. Okay, so my next question to this is, how's this exactly gonna work? Because the way his command is, the way he made this command, I will try my best to leave a link to his video in the description along with his YouTuber name. That way you guys can go and check him out. His videos are actually older, but commands usually last a long time in the game, so it's not really that big of a deal. With these commands, you're also going to have to be always active unless you're going to build a system that activates them. So, now here's the thing about this. There's actually going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's going to be a total of about 6 commands you have to do for each block. The reason for this being is because of the fact that it has to learn this command, and the command has to execute it in different areas each time. The reason being is because you want to make sure that it's actually going to destroy what you want it to. So let's what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do this command. Okay, we're gonna do these commands. I will leave these commands copied and pasted into the description below. So if you're on like PC or mobile, you will be able to copy these commands and just pop them in and hopefully make your guys' lives easier. That way y'all don't have to sit here and type it out like me. Unfortunately, I'm on PlayStation, so there's not really too much of a way around this, unfortunately, unless the game is nice enough to save it for me. But unfortunately, my PlayStation doesn't like to do it like I want it to. Plus, because I'm constantly having to change numbers each time I do this, that's not really going to help me very much, to be honest. So I think this is actually what's changing now, because now this one's actually -1. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do 2 of these and just see what happens, you know? Log. Wait, hang on though. Let me see something. Okay, yeah, so it's the ones in this one that actually changed. The ones in this one actually changed to negative. So just know that basically you're doing the same exact command as the other one, but you're just changing the numbers to negative. Wait, hang on. I need to do this so I can see what I'm doing because I'm already messing up. You gotta make sure you do this right if you're having to type it out, or else it's not gonna do it. Now, I promise once you do this, okay, so it is gonna take a minute to type all this out, guys, okay? If you're on PlayStation, it's gonna take a minute to type it all out, but it's not that big of a deal because I promise once you do it, as long as it works, you don't have to do it again. It's a one-time thing, and you just leave it active in your world, and it's gonna constantly, yeah, it's gonna just constantly be on. There are ways to shut it on and off. So if you want to add more commands in, you can make it so, like for example, in his video, what he did is he made it so you'd have a pickaxe or an axe, right? What would happen is if you throw it on the ground, if it's left there for a minute, it's going to get detected. It's going to trigger another chain of events, activate a scoreboard, and also activate the commands. Therefore, then it turns on vein miner and stuff like that. But then you can throw it back down, it shuts it all off, and then he can go mine 1 piece of iron and not break everything, which would be useful because, like trees, like a lot of people build with logs. So if you don't want to end up accidentally destroying your entire base, you don't have to worry about it. So basically what we're going to do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and work through these commands real quick, and then we're going to test it out. You're free to copy these commands as I am typing them, but just know, again, I have not actually typed this myself, but I wanted to share it with you guys in case it does work. Because this is a very older command, and I've noticed a pattern that some of these older commands don't really work anymore, or it's just because they're on PlayStation. So, yeah, I want to see if this works, because I think this is something that a lot of people would actually enjoy having. Text, alright, so tilde, 1, log. Now, what's obviously the item name and this log that I'm typing here is going to change on whatever you want to vein mine, alright? Like, you can do this on whatever you want to. You can do this on ore, logs, you can do this on, you can do this like on gravel because a lot of people hate gravel. You can do this on sand, but I wouldn't suggest doing it in a desert because depending on how well it works, it could probably crash your game, not gonna lie. Unless you're on PC or your console can handle stuff pretty good. Because, yeah, if it just kept going constantly, it would do it. Now just know, the more commands you have that are constantly active in a world, the higher chance of lag. Now, it's going to take a lot of them in order to cause lag, but say if you mine, if you build an entire mansion out of iron ore, okay, you have the iron ore miner thing active, and you go and do it. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually noticing a pattern here, and I'm kind of wondering what this is about. Because, not gonna lie, this looks exactly like the first one we did. So let's check this real quick. Let's check this. Okay, so hang on. Actually... Okay, now, so basically what it is, each time we do this command, these like ones in these tilde areas are actually moving positions. Okay, now it's not going to work exactly smooth because again we don't have it completely done, but we are going to just give it a small test just to see what happens, and then we'll do the other 3 commands and we'll see the difference of when you have the command completed and when you just kind of do it halfway. So we are going to need to go into game mode, S itself. Let's see if we do this. Okay. So that didn't work very well, right? All right. Let's see. Did this say no targets match selector? Wait a minute. Oak log. Okay, let's try. Failed to execute fill as oak log. Let's try, all I can say is let's try, oh, for once it's actually going to be weird. So let's try this maybe. Okay, so maybe, not gonna lie, I haven't really messed with commands going around, okay, so let's just, first, let me go ahead and fix this. Okay, so obviously I screwed up here. No big deal. This is a quick, easy fix though. So hopefully, why does it do that? See, when I'm at the L, it destroys the rotation. But okay, there we go. Okay. No targets matched selector. What do you mean? Okay, I think it's... failed to execute fill at... Okay. Okay, let's just do it all, okay? But this isn't looking good. This may be a bad sign that this isn't going to work. Again, that's why I kind of did this. This was going to be a test, okay? Because this was actually going to be a test to possibly stick in one of my worlds. So 3, so we're on the 4th, right? So let's continue just doing this command real quick. And hopefully we can get this working. So it's going to be tilde, 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 detect, tilde, tilde, -1, log, -1, fill, tilde, tilde, -1, tilde, tilde, -1, error 0 destroy. I'm going to make sure all these are on always active because as you see, all of them are, and these are all doing different coordinates around them. So this is maybe the problem right now is because we don't have them all active. Maybe it's looking for all the sides and below, and we haven't gotten that are actually above them yet. So let's get all these finished real quick and try it again, because I don't really know exactly how all these work. Not gonna lie. Okay. I'm still kind of struggling to learn how these coordinates are actually in place according to where item and stuff like that is. But hopefully this one's actually gonna have a one in the middle of it. Log. Alright. -1, so this is always gonna kind of be -1. I just kind of realized that I may have been doing a couple of these commands wrong. There's actually not supposed to be a tilde there, so let's check these real quick. Okay, yeah, I can tell you right now that I've kind of screwed up a couple of these. There should not be a tilde here, so make sure you didn't follow along with that because I kind of screwed up. Okay, so it looks like it was only the last two that I did that to. Yeah, it's only the last two I messed up on. Alright, wait, hang on. Yeah, it's the only last two I've messed up with that, so just make sure you didn't do the last two like that. I made an oopsie, so I apologize, guys. It'd be tilde, tilde, 1, tilde, 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 1. Make sure the one's up against the tilde. I'm not sure if it matters, but you definitely want to make sure. Tilde. Air 0 destroy, repeat, always active, and then this one should be our last one here. And then hopefully we can test this command out and see if it works. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick so you don't have to sit here and go through and do all of this over and over for whatever amount of types you want. Obviously it's going to depend on if this works or not, depends on if it's going to do us any good to do that. But I still will show you how to kind of copy these command blocks, because you don't want to sit here redoing all these command blocks because that's going to take a long time. Especially if you're trying to do it for multiple ores or tree types, because you're going to have to do one for every wood type and one for every ore type or whatever you want to do, you know? So I will show you how to make your life a little bit easier, even if you're not doing this, if you're doing another command. It's just kind of easier, to be honest. I mean, you're still going to have to go back in and edit the commands just a little bit, okay? It's not a complete foolproof. It's not going to sit there and give you the exact commands, but it's going to have all of these commands that we're typing here, and all you have to do is just go change two things: the item name and then what it's detecting. All right, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta change, and boom, you're good. -1, tilde, air 0 destroy, needs redstone always active. So let's try this again. All right, so let's get 2 trees. Okay, just in case it does work, we can test it twice. That's kind of a neat little thing. It looks like, it almost feels like when you're in creative, you just get an instant bone meal. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing or not, but that would be cool if it is. Okay, so let's see, okay? Fingers crossed, does this work? Okay, it almost did, alright? Okay, it almost does. I think what it is, okay, it worked that time, okay? I think it's just depending on where the items come out. So it will still make your life easier because it's still going to do a couple blocks at the same time. Yeah, it's because it's trying to detect blocks around it, okay? So now what we're going to do... Okay, so how you're going to want to do this is basically you're going to do the clone command, okay? The clone command is going to keep the commands in the command blocks, okay? So what you want to do... Okay, so you want to do -30. So let's see. Clone. 33. Okay, so I'm not really sure. It's like it's trying to help us here, but it's not. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Clone or 71, and I'm pretty sure this is 30. So we're gonna do that, okay? Even though it's not gonna work, I'm gonna do that. So then, negative 30 for 64. So it's gonna be negative 30 for 64. Okay. Then you're just gonna kind of come over here somewhere, wherever you want, and do it, and then just do tilde 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 for your location, and then boom. Now, if you look inside, you're gonna see that it's gonna have cloned the commands, and then all you're gonna want to do is just go in here and replace this. So what we're gonna do is let's try this on ore, okay? Because I'm pretty sure this is gonna work a whole lot better on ore. I think the tree one is just a little bit more complicated than I'm realizing. But hopefully we can get this to work here. But as you can see, you can just kind of keep copying and pasting that. And if you do that, then yeah, should work out in your favor. So we're gonna put iron against this one so we know what it's for. Actually, I almost didn't even think about I have to go through all of these. But let's just say replacing 2 words and 6 things is a whole lot better than redoing the entire command. In my opinion, anyways. Especially if you're doing a lot. Because if you're doing a lot of stuff, it's going to save you more time than you realize. Because, look, I mean, look at there. Already, second block modified, and I'm already moving to the third one. It's just going to save you a little bit more time. I hate that. Just darn it. Oh my lord. I did not mean to back out, so I apologize for that one. Iron. What the heck? Fist. What the heck? We will have no iron fists up here. So now all you have to do, opposed to redoing all the commands, all you have to do is just pop in here, change a handful of things, and then you should be ready for your next setup here. Hopefully I'll be done in just a minute, and we will see if this is going to work better. Because even for them, it kind of works better as vein miner. Okay, so I think what's happening with the trees is I think the items are falling too fast before the commands can actually execute them properly. So I think that's what's happening, is they're just falling and don't have time to react with the rest of the wood in the tree. But like, say if you got a jungle tree or something, I'm sure it would actually make a big difference, because as you guys saw, it did do a couple blocks at a time. It was trying to work. It was just kind of struggling just a tiny bit. So if we do this, then iron. No, there's no such thing as iron fist in Minecraft. Stop it. Okay, so if we do this, so let's just make like a little vein here. Now, the best part about this is you're gonna get to keep the ore. It's not gonna just replace it with air and you not get anything back from it. It's gonna actually treat it right. So, let's, let's get up a whole bunch here, and then let's get ourselves a pickaxe, because we kind of need a pickaxe. So let's do game mode S, alright. Now, if we do this, boom, as you guys see there. So I think that is what the issue was, because as you see, it did it successfully with everything, but it did have a tiny bit of like lag and delay. So I think that's what it was. But let's see. Hang on. Let's just out of curiosity here. Let's make a huge little area with all the ore we have real quick, and let's see if it can handle it all. I mean, granted, think about it. Honestly, you're not gonna be dealing with that much. Let's just be honest here. Now, I kind of want to see what happens if we do this in a world and like do it dirt. I kind of want to know if it would just destroy the entire world, because that'd be funny, but that's kind of risky. So let's see. All right. So in theory, we should mine 1 block, and this entire section should be gone. Yep. So that works, guys. There's you a type of vein miner. This could actually be useful for a lot of things, because you can do this with gravel, and it can just, instead of sitting there dealing with gravel constantly falling on your head, you can just get rid of the gravel all immediately if you just go to the top and mine it or something like that. And then boom, problem solved. This is obviously going to work with any type of ore. This is actually going to work with any type of block in the game, okay? All you have to do is be patient enough to work with this, okay? Now, okay, so what we're going to do actually real quick is, let's do a little something crazy here real quick, just so we can see how crazy this command can be. Okay, so so here's the thing. I'm not going to okay, so I really want to do it stone, because doing it stone could make it seem like you're underground. But I'm thinking I don't want to go back through those commands and change them all back just for this. So, yeah, what we're going to do here is, sorry, my mind keeps blanking out, guys. I apologize. Hopefully this isn't too big. And then all we have to do is iron ore. And then if we do that, we come up here. Now this is probably going to be where I crash my game, not gonna lie. But I'm really tempted to see what happens. Make sure all this is connecting. That way it should work properly. Alright, so now, actually, I don't even, okay, so actually if we just throw down a piece of iron, it's actually going to register that as, if we just mined it, so, okay, yeah, I'm lagging so bad right now. What have I done? What have I done? Why did I do this? Why did I have to see what happened? This is going to be a very good example of why you should not do dirt or stone or anything your world is completely full of, because, yeah, PlayStation doesn't like it. So if you're a PlayStation player, don't do that. If you have a good PC, you're able to do this, okay? Your PC probably ain't even going to freaking blink at it. Your PC is going to kick it to the ground and be like, psh, I got this. But console players, ooh. Okay, so out of probably a couple thousand blocks, only a couple didn't make it. I'm pretty sure this is just because of lag. But yeah, as you see that gigantic thing there, just yeah. Now, if you really wanted to be mean, okay, so say if your friend made you mad, okay, maybe he pulled a really bad prank on you, he destroyed your house or something, and it made you mad. I think this would be a really funny way to get them back because they wouldn't even understand what happened. You could go put this in their world. Okay, so say if they're going AFK, they gotta go to the bathroom, they gotta eat or something. You quickly do these commands hidden somewhere in their world, and you do the most common blocks: dirt, stone, and sand. Okay? And you can make it where the commands come on at a timer, so they're only active every once in a while. So randomly, your friends just sit there mining in a cave, and then all of a sudden the next block he mines, a couple thousand blocks just start shredding up in front of him, and he's just confused as he'll get out. And you can sit there and laugh, because you never know what's going to happen. But, anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here, because I think this was a pretty good success. I actually really like how this turned out. This turned out way better than I thought it would, because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Half the time when I try new commands, they do not work. It's mainly because they're rather out of date, they've been changed, they've been updated through different things in the game and stuff like that. So half the time I see these new commands and I'm like, dude, that's awesome, I really want to try that. And the reason they never make it to a video is because they do not work, or they don't work on PlayStation. So I was actually really hesitant to make this video, but as I can see, it's actually pretty good. I think we could come up with something to do in our swapper world, because what I was doing is I was originally coming up with this for a swapper idea, maybe make a tree decapitator, that way it's easier to do trees, just to make a little quality of life change for us, just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. But okay, we're gonna try it a couple more times. Okay, we're gonna try this a couple more times. I'm not really sure why it's not working smooth. I really think it's my theory of the I really think it's just the theory of the fact that things are falling too fast, not gonna lie. And we're gonna try a couple more times real quick and see. Okay, so yeah, that's gotta be a new quality of life change. So basically, let's get an oak log here. I guess we didn't have to do that for the trees. Okay, look at there, guys. That actually worked better. Okay, so what you could do, you could just hold a log and, okay, see, sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. It's because of wherever the log falls. So I think your best bet is to rather go to the center of the tree and throw it like, I didn't say nothing. I'm just gonna walk away from that. Alright, okay, what if we go to the top of the tree and throw it down? I'm not really sure what's going on there. For some reason, it's not doing it below it. I'm not sure if I messed up a command or not. Let me just see. Failed to execute, failed to execute, failed to execute. Wait a minute, hang on. There we go. I think it's this one here. Yeah, there's an extra tilde in this one. So let's see about it now. Now we'll, no? Okay. Was it this one that we had to fix? Okay, maybe this one's not working because, maybe what we did was we accidentally confused a tilde location when I was reading the commands that we were putting in. So there we go. That's what happened, guys. I got confused with doing a tilde location. So if you stuck around this long, you now know that okay, so see right there, that worked flawless. Oh, okay. You know what? I should really learn to shut my mouth, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so what we're gonna do here real quick is let's do another tree here. So I think now that we got that fixed, I think the best way for the tree is to maybe mine the bottom block and then just do that. Okay, because that just seems to work flawlessly. Or you could probably do it maybe right here. Maybe, let's see. Okay, no. But then you could just keep throwing them up, and then basically when you're throwing the blocks, they're just kind of finishing it off. So there you go. You got a little tree decapitator there. Pain in the butt, but we got it to work. Again, I will try to give credit to the YouTuber. What is his name again? Just so I can say it again. I do not take credit for making or finding this command. Again, I just found this YouTuber, Squidgy Face Plays. He only has 2,000 subscribers, and okay, when he kind of went over a little bit more of this command, it was in 2018. So this command is a bit old. Now, if you want to go check out his videos, he actually made a version of this where you can shut it on and off just by throwing your pickaxe or your axe on the ground, and it will decide if it's turning on or off. That way, if you want to do something and not have it like that, you don't have to worry about it like that. But I thank you guys for watching. We're probably going to start a swapper stream here in a couple minutes if you guys are interested to stick around for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize that I messed up one of the commands because that kind of made the command look bad, but now that we got it fixed, as you guys can see, it works perfectly fine. Welcome to the stream. But hopefully now that we have this working, y'all can have some fun with this in y'all's worlds. I know I probably will stick it in a couple of my worlds and have fun with it, not gonna lie. And we might be able to use it in the swapper world. The only thing is I kind of like to do it. I wanted to do like a mining tool in the swapper world, not gonna lie, because we're doing so much digging and it's taking up so much of our stream time that it's just kind of boring, not gonna lie. But there's not really much I can do about it. Because if I do that, this works so well that it's literally just going to kill the entire world, and we can't have that. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I will rather see you guys later or some other time. I hope you guys enjoy your day.